Yes.
All right, very good. Okay, well, I think we're going to get started. So first off, thanks everybody for joining us. Today we have Matt Appenzeller. He is the Executive Director of the Southern Ohio Chamber Alliance. Being a smaller chamber, our partnership with BACOC allows us to offer benefits and savings that bigger chambers are able to offer. So it's a nice partnership to be able to join with them. Before I introduce Matt, I want to give a quick overview of some of the benefits that the Brookville Chamber offers. So I'm going to share my screen here and pull up a slideshow. Everybody can see this. Looks like it. Bear with me. First off, obviously advertising and business listings. Sorry, I've got my Zoom is in the way of my screen. The second, this is a new thing we've got this year, the Brookville Blue Card. This is an online gift card. It is through the chamber website. Some participating members, I think we have about 10 right now who are doing that. You can get on the chamber website and buy these gift cards and use at only Brookville Chamber businesses. If you're interested in that, contact Angie. We also have our portable sign that you can borrow. I believe Ritter has it at the moment. We have the Office Depot discounts, ribbon cutting ceremonies, welcome packets, and I believe there's just networking opportunities in general that we have throughout the year like this one. The BACOC benefits, which Matt may go over some of this, I'll just touch on a few. Hunter Consulting for Bureau of Workers' Compensation discounts, Legal Shield, which I believe talked last year at this meeting, the Prescription Savings Card, and Strategic HR Incorporated. Teamworks is on there as well. I don't know that we're 100% hooked up with them yet, but I think we're working on that. And I think what we're talking about today is this medical benefits that Matt's going to talk to us about. Matt, I believe that we're going to give it back to you, and you can start yours. So thanks very much for being here. Quick bio on Matt. Obviously, Matt, Executive Director of the Chamber Alliance. The Chamber is over 127 members. Is that right, Matt?
Yes, that is correct.
Matt has a pretty extensive bio here. Pretty impressive. Was the Executive Director of the Provo County Chamber of Commerce previously. Provo County Economic Development Partnership is where he led that. He was named the Provo County Community Leader of the Year in 2012. He's the President of Board of Trustees for the Ohio Business Week Foundation and Business and Entrepreneur Camp for high school students at the Ohio University College of Business. More than 20 years of sales and management experience. He served 7 years in the U.S. Army. Thank you, Matt. He and his wife, Lauren, reside in Cincinnati. Matt is also a proud graduate of Brookville High School and informed me that he has played many pickup basketball games with my dad over the years, which might talk about his age a little bit, huh?
Yes. So thanks, Zach. And yes, man, it just brings back a lot of memories. Just playing basketball at Golden Gate Park and with your dad and Mick Sagaster and Rod Moody and Tim Denlinger and all of those guys. So
yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And it's I'll just say, just like on a personal note, I do a lot of these with 127. We're getting ready to add two chambers, but whenever I get invited by the Brookville Area Chamber of Commerce, it's really cool for me. So thanks, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. So just to give you a little background on what we do for people who are not aware. At the Southern Ohio Chamber Alliance, we've been around now for this is actually our 28th year. We negotiate benefits for chambers of commerce and affinity programs so that they can offer them to their members. When we started out way back in 1992, what was happening at the time was that the Metropolitan Chambers of Commerce were negotiating these like sweetheart deals with insurance carriers, and then they would use that to as like a membership tool so that they could offer it to their members. Well, you know, I'll just use the Dayton Chamber as an example. Once they saturated their market area, they started going into the outlying areas, into, you know, the Englewood, Brookville, you know, Troy, all of that, and they started offering those same benefits, and they'd pick off those businesses as members. So to counter that, the Southern Ohio Chamber Alliance was formed actually with 6 original chambers, and we had a health plan at that time with United Healthcare that offered a 1% discount. So 6 chambers, 1 benefit. Now we've grown into, like Zach said, 127 chambers. We're getting ready to add the New Albany Chamber, which is just outside of Columbus, and the Massillon Chamber, which is you know, near Canton. So we're the not so Southern Ohio Chamber Alliance these days, but and now we offer about 10 different benefits, and we continually try to add new things. So the benefits that are offered through that the Brookville Chamber has decided to offer, you know, Zach kind of went into some of those. I will touch on just a couple of them, and then I'll get more in depth with 2 of them. So one of the ones that you guys do are through workers' comp. So you can get depending on the type of your business, you can get up to a 53% discount on your workers' comp by getting group rating. And how do you get group rating? Well, you have to belong to an association that offers it. Typically in communities, it's the Chamber of Commerce that offers that. We do that through third-party administrators, and the administrator that we use is the Hunter Consulting Company. They've been with us for, next year will be 25 years. The spinoff of what they have is TeamWorks, as Zach mentioned. TeamWorks is also one of the Hunter Consulting companies, but they do a self-insured plan. So James Baker will get with you and help you roll that out in the coming weeks. We also have something that's called Strategic HR, which is for small businesses to provide human resource, not just materials, but in some cases actually to be your HR department if you need it. What we have found through Chambers of Commerce is that the entrepreneur starts their business, they have a vision, they do a great job of growing it, but then it reaches a certain point where, you know, they can't just focus on growing the business. They actually have to do all of the other support functions in there. And many entrepreneurs are just not equipped to do that right now. So Strategic HR acts as their HR department for them on that. And then finally, the SACA prescription savings card. That's where you can use that card. You can't use it in conjunction with your insurance, but you can. It looks a lot like the GoodRx card that you see on television and whatnot. So you can get a discount of up to anywhere from 18% on brand name prescriptions, all the way up to 80% on generics. So with that in mind, I just wanted to zip through those, and then I'm going to, if I can here, I'll get into some of the ones that we're offering more, if I can get to this. Allow me to do it. Okay, here we go. So the main thing that we do primarily, and as I mentioned before, you know, we started in healthcare, and we've traditionally always done that. And when healthcare reform was passed about 10 years ago, it caused us to really have to make some adjustments on what we do. So to make a long story short, after about 3.5 years of planning, we teamed up with Anthem to offer what is known as the SACA benefit plan. And what you see here is actually a flyer that you can download off of our website. It's an 8-page flyer. And I'm not going to go through all 8 pages, but it's really, we're really proud of what we've been able to do. You'll see here that it's not just SACA doing it, right? So even though it's called the SACA benefit plan, underneath us, under our umbrella, we have the Central Ohio Chambers, the Dayton Area Chamber, the Northern Ohio Area Chambers of Commerce, and the Youngstown-Warren Regional Chamber, all underneath us on this. So even though that we have about 127 chambers in what we do, we've expanded that for this particular product to offer it statewide. So there's about 285 chambers of commerce in the state of Ohio that are offering this plan. The plan is for businesses of 2 to 50 employees. That's how we started it out. However, it is now available to sole proprietors. So I'll get into that a little bit more later. It is also known as a MIWA, which is a multiple employer welfare arrangement. So it will have, even though it kind of has the look and feel of a fully insured plan, it's actually a self-insured plan, and we manage the trust account for that. And we're accountable to the Ohio Department of Insurance, and also to because we have to file ERISA laws to the Department of Labor. So what's the advantage of it? Well, there's competitive rates. You get, fixed, predictable monthly payments. You have a variety of plans. I think we're now up to about 19 different plans that we offer with Anthem on that. And the plan designs really look like, what Anthem would have offered prior to the Affordable Care Act. We're getting some good integration now with what they call the Whole Health Connection, and we're going to be rolling something out soon called Whole Health Savings with that, with some of their ancillary benefits. So you get the advantage of just having the Anthem, quite frankly, behind you doing all of these things. And there's a fun fact that we like to show here, that there are more Ohio small businesses enrolled in the SACA benefit plan than in all of Anthem's ACA plans in the state of Ohio. So after we rolled this out it's been about 4 years now, a little over 4 years, we've now got about 5,300 small employers enrolled in this. And when I say small employers, it's not just private employers. So we also have villages, townships, nonprofits, and quite a few churches. I think we've got about 75 churches that are actually enrolled in the plan. So it's not just small businesses. Some of the other advantages to the plan are the Smart Shopper, the Live Health Online, which obviously is a very big deal right now. We've been plugging that for 4 years, and here it is. People are really using that. The 24/7 nurse line is very important, and the My Health Advantage. You're going to be hearing more and more about that kind of stuff, on kind of how they integrate the data of the patient and are able to hopefully become more predictive about what you need to be doing as an individual. Again, so I'm not going to go through like the whole thing, but I will mention this one right here. So we recently made a decision that we are going to start actively promoting more of the Anthem benefits along with this. One of the things that you don't see on this page is Anthem Dental, and that's because we had a previous agreement with another dental carrier. We have since ended that relationship, and now we will be promoting Anthem Dental, Vision, Life, and Disability products along with that. So So we're excited about that, that move. We think it is a good long-term move for us. And in fact, we already have about 1,300 small employers that are already taking advantage of the dental. And if we wanted to include like all of the ancillary benefits that through Anthem, just in this particular plan, we have about 1,800 businesses who are taking advantage of things. So you know, in Ohio, Anthem has, here's one of the big advantages is that, you know, Anthem has a network of over about 7,000 primary care doctors, you know, 13,500 specialists, 175 hospitals, and a lot of the vision providers as well. So we're tapping into a good network here. So why should you do it? Well, you know, this is how we market it. You can save anywhere from 20 to 25% on your monthly medical spend with the SACA benefit plan. And here's what we're finding, and Troy could probably attest to this a little better in your market, but about 35 to 40% of the employers that we quote accept the quote, right? So that's a pretty high percentage. And those employers, anecdotally, what we hear from brokers are that those employers are saving anywhere from 6% of what they were previously paying, all the way up to, there's been one or two cases in the high 40s. So of what they're saving compared to what they were previously paying. So, so it's just been a real good boost for us here, right? If you want to know the particulars of the plan, please either contact us, contact the Brookville Chamber and they'll refer you, or you can go to 844 Met Ohio, or probably the easiest thing for you to do in your community there is just contact Troy Rhodes. He's the lead broker in your area who's been affiliated with the plan, and is doing a great job there. So just before I get to anything else on here, Troy, do you have anything that you want to add while I'm flipping to another screen?
No, Matt, I just, other than, you know, we can certainly get quotes for people, help them get enrolled, go over benefits, anything they need. You just call into the office. We'll have you set up one-on-ones and get what's necessary to get the plan started.
Awesome. Thank you. So I did mention earlier in the presentation that we recently started including sole proprietors in the program. You know, we actually went a little over 4 years where we only offered it to small employers of 2 to 50 employees, but now we include sole proprietors. So just real specifically, kind of follow the mouse here. So who's eligible? Here are the eligibility requirements. You got to meet underwriting requirements. So for the 2 to 50 market, it's a guaranteed issue product, right? If we quote you and you accept the quote, you know, we have to honor it. But as a sole proprietor, we can actually turn down sole proprietors. That's just the nature of the beast. But anyway, you have to work 30 or more hours, and you have to submit a cover page for Form 1040 with Schedule C or Form 1040 with Schedules F and SE. You must be headquartered in Ohio, and you must be a member in good standing with a chamber that's qualified to offer the SACA benefit plan, such as the Brookville Area Chamber of Commerce. If you follow my mouse here, you can actually go over, there's another paragraph here that's actually useful. So how does a sole proprietor differ from an LLC or an S Corp comprised of one individual? And it's a self-evident answer here. So if you just read through That whether a business is a sole proprietor, LLC, or S Corp is based on how the individual has legally structured and filed the business. So that's really the main thing there. I would also say that we've had some inquiries from nonprofits, who only have one employee. No, sorry, you have to be filed as a sole proprietor in order to take advantage of this particular part of the SACA benefit plan. So again, if you're interested in the plan, contact Troy locally, or ask the Brookville Chamber or us to help you out there. So that's it on the SACA benefit plan. I'm going to jump real quick to Legal Shield and ID Shield, if I can go back to this. Can you see my Legal Shield screen? Can somebody give me a thumbs up there? So thank you. So we offer Legal Shield and ID Shield. I'm actually going to just real quick show you two things. One thing is for Legal Shield, they have not just plans for families and individuals, but they also have one for small business. And again, you can download this from our website at joinsaca.com. And Angie, you probably have this information in the office, correct? Yeah. Okay. So this basically shows you, what the pricing is for the Legal Shield plan. And then I'll share one more screen here if I can get to it. Can you see the ID Shield plan here? Got it. Okay. So that when they're lumped together with Legal Shield and ID Shield, here are the individual and family rates. I will give my own personal plug for this. I have the service, both of them. My wife and I have used the Legal Shield a couple of times, but I really enjoy the ID Shield. I had a situation, I won't tell you the whole story, but I had a situation a little over a year ago that was very unnerving, but I was able to call ID Shield because I'm a member, and I tell you what, just to have the peace of mind to make one phone call and the things that they did for me to help clear up my situation, it was well worth the money that I pay. It's well worth the money that I paid for 3 years to them, quite frankly. And, I think we all have to realize now, if we haven't already realized it, is that, identity theft, you just kind of have to assume that somebody already has your information. It's just a matter of, when they're going to sell it to somebody else who's actually going to use it, right? So that's the situation I found myself in. And like I said, it was very unnerving, and I was glad to be able to get it cleared up with one phone call. So I promised Angie that I wouldn't talk too long, and that I would just try to spend some time on those two particular benefits. But that's really all I have for today. If anyone has any questions, I'd be glad to answer.
Anybody have anything for Matt? Matt, I appreciate you coming in today. I really wish we could get back to doing these things in person, because I know we all missed out on a free lunch today by having to do these online. So nobody has any other questions? Matt, thank you. Appreciate everybody else joining. I'm going to share my screen one last time.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm out of here.
Thanks, Matt. Take care. Want to go over some upcoming dates that we have. November 3rd is our annual banquet. If you guys were at that last year, it's a Gatherings on the Green again. Beautiful venue. Really enjoyed it. So more information coming for that. December 2nd is our downtown Christmas tree lighting. That is promoting our downtown Market Street businesses. If you guys would like to join in on that, participate, have any ideas, just contact us at the chamber. Other events this week, this Saturday, the breast cancer 5K walk hosted by the Pink Ribbon Girls. They do phenomenal things here in town. Not 100% on registration. If you just show up, I'm sure they're not going to turn you away. October 9th is a Parade of Hope drive-through at Brookhaven. I know the chamber is going to get more information about this on Facebook. And if you have other questions, I think you can contact us, probably follow Brookhaven's Facebook as well, or call them. I think it's, something for the residents since we haven't been able to see or, hang out with our loved ones. We at least can drive through, honk our horns, hoot and holler, whatever. I'm sure they'll enjoy seeing everybody at a distance. And then last but not least, October 31st is Trick or Treat Beggars Night in Brookville. We can all take off the ugly masks and put on the scary masks. So looking forward to that as well. I don't believe I have anything else. If anyone has any questions, Angie, do you have anything?
No, there's a little typo. My proofreader is out of town this week. The banquet is November 13th. It's Friday night, not November 3rd. I apologize for that.